Good morning, good morning. It's Thursday, and I finally failed. I'm surprised that I haven't sung more on this channel. I have this weird thing with words where either I don't know them or I think of a song and I start singing the song, but I'm using all the wrong words. That might be an ADHD thing. I don't know if I have that, but for recording myself now for this many days in a row and watching it back, I'm like, suspect. Alright, so how did I fail? Well, I didn't go to sleep at a reasonable time last night, again, because I kind of did have a good reason. I was up talking to a stranger on the internet, trying to sell them some Disney pins because I thought more about what I talked about yesterday about just trying to find more local sales. And I was like, you know what? There's more than one Disney pin trading group. I bet I can post the same message in more of them. And I got a few leads and was talking about my stock and what I could offer them. It was great because I have a bunch on auction that I'm willing to do a steal of a deal for. And then I have my other ones that are currently 15% off each on the store. And the collectors, they don't just want the lower traders. They also want to see what I can do for them on the more expensive stuff. So I'm totally, again, willing to do that. It just makes the math a little harder. And then I'm like, okay, are you done? Like, I'm happy to do a final count for you. And they're like, oh, I'm still shopping. So I finally gave up on that lady around like 12:30 in the morning. And I was doing other business stuff as well. I've started doing this thing where, man, this episode is going to be called Tangent City because I could have taken a very direct path to telling you how I failed. And instead I'm like, freaking going up the mountain over here on the tangent land. Alright, I'm just gonna keep going off the mountain. Sorry guys, maybe at the very end I'll tell you how I failed. Okay, so we're making deals. I was starting to get more people like messaging me for the other stock I have. And I was also thinking about, this probably means my coach was right. Why is it so hard? It's like I'm fighting the man. You know that phrase, like people who want to do things their own way, fighting the man. He's the man that I'm fighting, apparently. And just like my mountain. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm really good at patterns. So the more I talk out loud, the more I see the patterns. Taking it down a level, I'm talking about my mountain and the direct point, aka the man, my path. I will get there eventually, but I could just cut out a lot of shenanigans if I just listened and did it. But that's not any fun. Okay, so anyways, yeah, the Disney pen thing sparked some ideas for me business wise. I was like, oh, I have other things. You know, I sell plush, and I have that product that I didn't tell you about that I bought too many of, probably. And I was like, you know what? Instead of waiting to just sell them all on eBay, I should also sprinkle them on other platforms. And I just have so many. It's like, why not? It would be great. Let's say I posted on Marketplace. I have one post and 10 people want them. I can say yes to all of them because I have 10. So I have 10, and then I have the one that's on eBay, and I don't even need to worry about going out of stock because I have more than 10 of one character. Is this the way smarter resellers do it, and I'm just figuring it out? Like, it makes sense. It's like, obviously you could do that, but like, to actually implement is just very different. I bet there's a lot of things in life that are exactly like this that I have just took the harder path on because I wanted to be right. So, all right, that's enough. How did I fail? I slept through my morning call. My alarm's always on. Yesterday, I was too tired to move my hand up to the windowsill to put the phone on it. So, what do you know? It most likely went off this morning at the normal time, and I rolled over and suffocated it with my body until I couldn't hear it anymore. So yeah, I woke up at like 7:12 a.m. and I was like, do I want to be ballsy enough to log on to the morning call and see if they're still going and then count it as me showing up? And then I was like, you know what? No. This guy has eyes everywhere. He's going to know I showed up 1 minute before he ended the call. It's going to be embarrassing. I'm going to be embarrassed. I can't get past this man. The man knows all the things. So I just decided I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to come on here and tell you that I failed. Feels like a rite of passage, to be honest. You would think I would be disappointed in myself. I mean, maybe a very hairline fracture part of me is disappointed. But it just makes sense. The logical side's taken over. Like, the night before, I went to sleep around 1 a.m., woke up 4 hours later to make my call at 6. Last night, same story. And I was actually very tired at like 9 p.m. And I have a dog next to me, and she goes to bed at 10 on the dot every single day of her life. Doesn't matter. That's her internal clock. And so she is passed out next to me. And I even told her, like, all right, I'm just going to do one more listing and then we're going to go to bed. And she must not have believed me or didn't care and just went to sleep anyways. And then I was up for like 2 more hours. So like part of this is like talking to the Disney person. Part of this is like, I know that reselling is going to be a long journey of a lot of reps. And so when I'm out thrifting, usually get tired after like 4 hours of constant working, no breaks. And so like when I'm out thrifting, let's say I've been thrifting for 4 hours and I get in my car and I think, do I want to go to the next place or do I want to go home? If there's no pause and I immediately say to myself, time to go home, I don't. Because that is probably the self-sabotager talking that wants the easy way out. So I always try to go to one more after. So the same thing happened last night. I was thinking, all right, let me maybe stay up and talk to this Disney pen person and close the deal while I'm still awake and she's still awake. But she was so, oh, let me keep shopping, which is like, I want that. I want you to keep shopping. Obviously, I want there to be an end, but like that is advantageous for my business for you to keep shopping and being indecisive and adding more to your virtual cart. And so I was also listening last night and I was also listening to a call and I was like, yeah, let me just get to the end of these listings. And I got to the end of the photos and then I decided to stay up to talk to the Disney person. And what do you know? It's like 12:30 and my dog is angry because I woke her up to move her back into the bedroom because she has been peacefully asleep for like 2.5 hours next to me. So it's one of those, like, again, oh man, so many patterns. I'm realizing that I should have pushed myself to go, let's say, to the end of the draft bank, but then I also need to cut it off. I need to be like, good job. Now go to bed. And that's the part I need to work on. Cutting it off. Giving myself the stamp of approval, like, you did it. You can now sleep. And I'm still tired because I didn't get enough sleep. And I didn't take any naps. Because of this bad trajectory I'm on, I feel in my body slower. Like, I would say yesterday was behind schedule, I would guess by like maybe 2 hours. So yeah, that makes sense. Like, let's say I wanted to go to sleep at 10, I went to sleep at 12. Like, that makes sense because I was behind 2 hours. And that's compounding. I also feel behind today. And I also have a lot of things to do. And I also didn't plan very well. I live in a place that rains a lot. And so one would think that I would be looking at the weather regularly and making sure that the day I need to source, I'm not going to be facing 100% chance of rain because I also hate being cold, which is what happens when you're raining and you don't wear a rain jacket because you live here and rain jackets are for noobs that aren't from here. Like, people in Portland don't have umbrellas. I don't know if anybody's told you that, but umbrellas are for tourists. We just face the music, face the rain. Doesn't matter. So anyways, I guess that's really what I wanted to focus on is my failures and let you know that I'm behind schedule. And I should probably focus really hard today, knock things out, maybe take a nap, maybe nap after this, to be honest. I haven't had coffee, so it's not too late to nap. But just really try to power through today and then go to sleep early. That will be the smartest move for my business. So I'll let you know tomorrow if I'm successful. Once again, back on the success train. We're trying to go from down to up, just like depression. Okay, that's it. Thanks, everyone. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.